Welcome to Men's Roundtable Talk, where men's voices are heard. Your host, Lamarck J. Thomas, and accompanied by Dr. Edward Boyd and Dr. Rui Stevens. And now, Men's Roundtable Talk.
Hello, good evening. Hey, we are live. We are live right here on your television set. And we hope that you had a wonderful day today as we prepare for the Unmasked Men's Roundtable. Certainly, we're glad to have you to be a part of this telecast, broadcast, live show tonight, dealing with the men's roundtable, the Unmask. So I needed to tell you that all copyrights belong to the Eagle Eye Fellowship International Church, along with EEFI Television Broadcasting Network. So we need to let you know also that this is a church-based, Bible-based conversation with men around the table. So we're going to do our best to give you the actual factual when it comes down to this topic on tonight. Our topic that we want to deal with tonight: can you replace a father? Many young ladies seek to have babies with the young man, and then when it don't work out, or she don't like him in that way, she was just having fun, and she winds up pregnant. She then looks out for the better way to be made for her and the child. You find a lot of this on different television stations where the young lady lies to the man and say that it is his child, that is a child, knowing that it's not. You catch it on Mari, catch it on Judge Judy and the other courts, if you will. You can catch it on different television stations, and it always winds up that they learn that the man that they chose uh, finds out the truth eventually. I think about 2 weeks ago, we had a case where we actually showed a judge, a sitting judge, finds out after 50 years of being married, and noticed that his brother, the uncle, needed a kidney, some type of transplant, and then check everybody and come to find out that two kids is not none of his. And so what we're dealing with is that he's been pushed and forced into a place all to clean up the woman's mess. One. Two, she's beguiled him. Three, she's using him. Most people call it these days a simp. That is SIMP. Simp. And he is a simple person that can be used to get over on, to take advantage of, and to often often be put to a situation where he has no alternative to do it. Now I've heard a judge say this to me that we're just getting started, and we're going to definitely move forward with clips and all of this. Um, I've had the opportunity to see that a judge tell a man that he finds out that it's not none of his child, he tell him to keep feeding him or the child, and it will look like him. Isn't it awful? And we see this in the court, left and right. Uh, Men being put on child support for a child that's not none of his, pays the child support for so many years, and even the child get grown and goes to court and tell the judge with the paperwork, proper paperwork, that this child is not none of his child, and the judge still would not give this man back the money. The reason why is that, gentlemen, is because the court system is in tune with the women's asinine behavior, and they still want to make you as this man. I want to be clear that this color skinned man will always get whooped on every level. It don't matter how good you go to work, how good you get educated, or how good you do whatever you do. You have a target on your back as a Negro man. It's just what it is, gentlemen. It's just what it is. And so now the federal courts is getting involved where you can actually take her to court and make her be responsible and take accountability and getting all the money back. There's a court, federal court regulation that says this now. So keep up with me on the Men's Prison Show, and I will give you your answer. Or you can call the studio, 281-270-7312. You can call that number, and we'll give you the information that you need and help you with your child support. But tonight, can you replace a father? The answer to it is no. Why? Because no man knows another man's blood better than him. Who can deal with his child better than him? No one but his blood. Maybe the man's uncle, his daddy, his granddaddy, because the child has the same blood that's running through the bones. So blood know how to handle its own blood. Another man will come in and abuse another man's blood simply because he don't understand it. Now, let's take a scenario. And I watch a lot of animal shows, and while watching animal shows, I got a chance to watch what you call a lion. You ever watch a lion show? When the lion is coming up for a challenge for the ground, he has to fight this other lion to death do him part. We're talking about a lion here. So when he fight this lion, he turns around and he has to whoop this lion. And when he whooped this lion, he takes over the ground. And you know what happened? He kills all the pups, all of the little cat pups. He kills them. Why? Because he don't understand them and he don't like them and he don't want to be around them. And he whoops the female lion, the mother, into submission until she would not even protect the cub no more. She would just walk off and just leave the cub unprotected because the father, which was the king, is dead. Now, some of y'all like to watch Lion King. You can go back and watch Lion King, and Lion King would give it to you just like it really is, even though it is animation or cartoon. Now, when a man comes into a house with a ready-made family, I'm going to tell you, ladies, something that you might not want to hear. And that is the man really don't like your child. Well, yeah. I might as well keep going now. A man don't really like your child. He tolerates the child because of you, but he really don't like the child. Some of y'all may say, well, that's just plain evil and rude, and that's not right. But this is what happens when you bring another man in the house around a child that is not. This is why you find him molesting, raping, beating on the child unmercifully, doing all kind of things to the child, and the child is suffering because you have brought a man into your house that does not like another man's child. And when I say this, I'm speaking on over 90% of the men do not like other men's children, raising them in the house. They were respected just like if they was out in the church or going out to eat. Oh, look at that little boy. Oh, look at that little girl. That's pretty and handsome. Oh, that's a baby right there. And we will protect that child. We will protect the child if something came up against that child while we're there. But when we are out in our own home, means we don't want to be bothered with another. That's taking away our rims, our shoes, our jewelry, our haircut. It's taking it. And I admire men who take that responsibility on and swallow their innermost feeling and never reveal it. But ladies, you need to know that it's there. It is not wise for you to replace the real father with a father figure. I don't use the word stepfather. I use the word father figure because stepfather means I plug in. But a father figure is a man who sets and does the job of a father, although he is not the real father. That's a father figure. A stepfather gonna go so far, he gonna step, and that's it. I hope y'all get this message tonight. He's going to step, and that's it. Now, what am I saying to you in shortening? If you lay down with a man and got pregnant with a man, you got along with him long enough. You got along with him long enough to make a baby. You should be able to be in a stay with him long enough to raise him. So many women comes in my office and we talk with mother. You know, I never counsel without mother in the office or one of the ladies of the board of the church in the office with me with a female. And I want to say this, I can't call name because it's confidential. You can't do that. But you'll be surprised the conversation of women that comes into the office and wants to talk about I want to find a father figure for my son because he needs the man is like, and when I ask them, well, where is the real father? They can't answer that. They don't want to know. And they block the relationship from the man with his own children. It's asinine because anything can happen with that child. He needs to directly have contact with his own bloodline father, especially our son, especially our son. Our sons need us as father. You can't raise a son. You can try, and you can only go so far. But believe me, there is a male figure somewhere around in the area that is working and playing a part without you even knowing. Because young men reach out to men, and I'm starting to notice, and I'm helping some young men behind the scene, helping them not to hate their mother. They're starting to hate their mother because of the relationship that is broken off with their father. It's broken. Why? Because you can't have your way. Because you can't do what you want to do. Because he's not fit to give you want the six figure and you want the six figure man that's ready to go, but you don't want to help make him become a six figure man. That's what you were created for, to be a help me. You were created to be a help me. You can't be a mother and a father You're a hermaphrodite. That's against the rules of God. You either male or you female. Male or female. Male or female. You can't be both. It's against the rules. It's against the rules to try to be both parties. And you can't be for one party because you was only created to be that set party, male or female. So we do, we're seeing now that our kids are starting to hate. I watch a lot of clips on the reel and different other segments to get insight before I pop up and talk to you. A young lady that was on one of the reels, and her mother went and got her inheritance. Her mother went and got her inheritance and spent it. And the father died, but he left her an inheritance with the insurance policy and some other stuff. What happened is the mother said that the father owed her. So she took the baby, the young lady, she's grown now, took her inheritance. She's supposed to be went to college and paid for it. She's supposed to have money to buy her a car and everything. But the mother took it saying that the father owed her and the man is dead. Now the last time I checked, it took two to make a child, not one. How does the man that gave you a child owe you? He don't owe you nothing. Matter of fact, men did not tell women to have babies. Go back to the book of Genesis. God said for you to have children. So you can't hold us accountable for it. You can't hold us guilty for what God told you to do. We didn't tell you to have faith. Again, don't argue with me. Go argue with the Bible. The Bible is fact. What we do, we substitute. We try to find a man, and we put a man in the place of another man. Now I got a clip here that I want to play, and I want to add this clip here, and I want you guys to listen to this clip. This clip is off the, as young folks say, off the hinges. It is off the hinges because you find this behavior happening rapidly. Okay, let me get to it. Let's go.
Because you don't like it, baby daddy, is not a reason to try to replace him. I'm not in competition with that man to see who the better father is. I don't think it's appropriate that you tell your children it's okay to call me daddy. I'm not their father. They have an active father in their life who shows up on time every morning to pick them up for school, who's at every single game, and who never misses a birthday. It's not fair to that man for you to allow those kids to call me daddy. I want them to know I respect their father, and I want their father to know that I respect him as a father. He may not have what we have. He may not have a lot, but that doesn't take anything away from him as a man or as a father. You need to respect that. You may not agree with everything that he does. He doesn't agree with everything you do. He's still their father. I can't take that away from that man, nor do I want to be in competition with him. I'm simply here to add value to their life and to respect you as a mother, him as a father. I'm not trying to take over anything. Don't put that responsibility on me. I don't want that because they have an active father that's involved in their life. Just because
Now, you seen it. You seen it. And this is what's happening. They will go and get another man and make the other man that they get that they want that has a good job according to what they have, what they want, has the home, has the cars, has the bank account, has the six figures, 6 feet tall, or whatever you want to call it. He has what she wants in order to survive with a child that she's having. So she rather disconnect the child from his bloodline and hook up with someone that she feels and that she sees and think is a fit to be a father upon her IQ. And we're wondering why these children is getting raped. We're wondering why these children are being broken down, molested, killed, hurt. They little spirit is broken. They are tore down head, hung low, going through just depression. All because she wants a certain lifestyle versus the child having a relationship and being connected to the tree which it came from, which is the father. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make this stuff up. You mean to tell me that you so selfish that you would rather put your needs and your want and your call better judgment, lady, you rather put that before your child? Why it ain't working? That's why you jumping from one man to another. One man to another. One man to another. Can't stay married. Why? The problem is not the man. It's got to be you, lady. If you done been married two and three and four times, it's got to be you. I have some things I want to say right here in the middle of this clip. I was married to a young lady by the name of Sylvia, and many of you know who she is. Uh, Sylvia, she's Sylvia Mitchell now. I think that's what it is, from what I understand, for hearing around or whatever. But she's also was married to two other guys before me, so this is her fourth marriage. Sylvia Hall. She was Sylvia Hall, then she was Sylvia Sanders, then she was Sylvia Thomas, and then now she's Sylvia Mitchell. Now she wrote a book, and folks was calling and asking me, man, did you fight that woman? Did you chop on that woman? Did you hit that woman? Did you do any of this stuff this woman is saying? Because she done wrote a book. Well, folks, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth is, she lied in that book. Now, I talked with Hall. I've spoken with Sanders and his family, the sister. And I've had some entwine run in with some Mitchell. And they all say they never hit her, never touched her. She never went home with a black eye. She never was involved in domestic violence. I never hit her, never raised a hand at her. And she could come and call my name and lie if you want to, but when she didn't call my name in the book, now I got to give that, I got to put that on the table. She did not call my name in that book. I did not. And she been from one relationship to another. Now I'm gonna come back and do a separate show on this and talk about it because so many of y'all want to know the actual truth because y'all are watching her and now y'all see the truth. Now y'all coming back and say, I think she enough but a liar. I think she's playing game, and she is. But that wasn't for me to tell you because I'm not gonna choose your relationship with a person because of what happened between me and that person. I'm not gonna do that. I could have brought out enough evidence to embarrass her for her lifetime. But that's not my job. She's doing it to herself now. And everybody is watching. Now, I'm dealing with this show Can you replace a father? And all of this is tied into it. If you stay with me, and I'll show you what I mean when I say that. What I mean when I say this, she actually had an inheritance for her daughter, and that's Kayla and Ashley. And if y'all watching it, you should ask your mother, where's your inheritance? Your father left y'all, your grandfather left y'all an inheritance with your mother. You don't believe me? Call my number 281-270-7311. Call my office and I'll tell you the truth, exactly what happened. Now, what am I saying to you? She often tried to replace a father with them kids, them children. And I learned some things because they had moments with me. They talked with me and they shared some very deep things with me. So I'm saying to you is children get hurt when you try to replace their father with another father because that father would never love that father. I mean, that father would never love those children as the real father would because that's not their bloodline. It's not. But what they do is, as you saw the video previously, they try to find another man and make the man fight the other man and run him off. I'm gonna say it again. They go get another man, they bring him over and try to make him fight. They figured she gonna get one now that she look up on and say, oh, I know his weak points and I know his strong point. And she lines him up and get them into a war zone for no reason. But this young man that was in this video simply said, you're not going to play me against him. You're not going to play me against those children, father. He's a good man. He take care of his children. He loves the children and he wants to be in their life. And you're not going to compare me with against them because those children want a relationship and needs a relationship with their father. Just as well, he needs a relationship with his children. And this means that I'm saying to you on tonight, stop letting these ladies play you against another man. Stop letting these women go get another man and then y'all get into it and y'all get into a fight. And she's sitting there wagging her feet, looking and laughing to herself because she want to cause just as much as hell and strife as she possibly can. How in the world? Now, this is what you call demon behavior. And I told y'all this was Bible based. And if you're in your feelings about this show and you watch it, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you need to swallow your pride, shut your mouth up, open your eyes up, and let your ears be open so you can hear what's being said to you. And that is this. How do you look, ladies, having a child for a man and then turn around and then turn the child against the man which it came from? Now we go to the Bible. The Bible said that she shall bear his seed, right in the book of Genesis. She shall bear his seed. Meaning is, it's his seed, it's his child. You're going to take his blood and turn it against him, his own seed that you carried for 9 months. You did it in order to be facetious, evil, and wicked. And I want you to know tonight while we're talking on this show, you might not like it, but baby, that's a demon that got you doing it. Only the devil wants to steal, kill, and destroy. When you set up and have a child by another man, and then turn around and separate it from it, and then turn around and try to turn the child against his father, you, sister, are demon possessed. That's devilment. You more wicked than a man going out here raping a child. You more wicked than a person who did an abortion because you have something living inside of you that you are molding and planning, and you have got this child where this child is thinking wicked against his own bloodline. I don't know what to tell you if that ain't nothing but the devil. That ain't nothing but the devil right there, darling. You don't want to hear the truth. Many of you don't want to hear the truth because you want to have it your way. You're a Burger King person. You want to have it your way. And you're wrong. And you're destroying generations. Remember, you destroying this child, you're destroying generation after generation after generation after generation. Because now he got it in him. He can't be with his child. So he grows up without a father. He goes out and get another child pregnant, another woman pregnant. And guess what? That woman, the girl do the same thing, separate him from his child. And guess what? Now this child grows up and it keeps going generation after generation after generation. And it started with you, you little wicked woman. It started with you little wicked woman. You wicked. You did this. Now we want to say, the children. Look at the children in their situation, and they're this and they're that, and they're this and they're that. Well, let me just take a perspective moment and stop. Let's see. In the last 30 to 44 years, who has been in the house with the children and raising the children? The woman. So if the children starting out robbing and killing and doing drugs and everything, well, who raised them? All this started when they gave up the welfare and the food stamp to the women's movement for voting, and the women on the Negro culture side said, "Forget it. Uh, he can go. If you get rid of him, take this NOR plant, put it in your arm. We're gonna give you welfare, food stamp, and housing, and we're gonna make sure that if you don't know who the child father is, that you still can raise a child and be comfortable." Well, the women have become comfortable in doing that until they said for years, and though you hear them saying it right now, "I don't need no man." When God created you to be a helpmeet. You see how asinine that sounds? So the government helped put the man out the house, and since the man is gone, he's separated from his seed, and now we wondering why he's naked. The children walking around here on dope, gang banging. I don't want to be a rapper, want to wear gold, robbing and stealing, doing drugs. Our young daughters are out walking the street naked with no clothes on. And we wonder why. Because you choose to find a replacement father and put the father out the home. And so look at our children in the community. This is what happened when you try to replace father. You can't do it. It goes against God, number one. You can't replace a child. You can't replace a child. You can't do it. I don't care how you do it. You can't replace a child. You can't. There's no way. Well, what about the father didn't want to be in the child's life? Well, maybe you should have humbled yourself enough to say, "I got to do what I got to do to get my child father to be in his life." I was reading another what you call a reel, and it was a question to be asked. Question to be asked. Question to be asked. And that question that was being asked was, if a man didn't have any money, can he make you happy? Now, there was all nationality of women there when they asked the question. Every nationality, Chinese, British, you name it, even an African woman. She said, yeah. But the American women said no. If you don't have any money, He can't make her happy. Amazing. You are so engulfed into money until you have became a prostitute. Well, I might as well get in the water with it. You have became a prostitute. What is a prostitute? A person that gives an exchange. A person that gives an exchange for sex. This is what you do when you go and meet another man and you want him to take care of you and your children rather than giving what God told you to give a man. That's obedience, because y'all don't like that word obey. You don't like that word obey. And this, again, I want to make this real clear that this is men's round table. So if you happen to be ladies on here watching and getting offended, notice where you at. You're watching a men's round table that is Bible based. Bible based. And I'm going to give you the truth whether you like it or not. If you are giving a man sex for exchange of money, you are a prostitute. I don't care if you're married to him. You are giving him exchange for sex, for a place to live, for protection, for all of the above. You are a prostitute. The book said for a woman to obey. That's the book. The book says for a woman to obey. It never said anything about she's supposed to tell a man she love him. I, I'm just waiting on you. You don't believe me? Go look it up. Go look it up in the Bible. I can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. And it said for the man to love her, even as Christ loved the church, meaning he must love her unconditionally. Because isn't that what Jesus Christ did for us? He loved us unconditionally. Don't matter how bad we was, how far we went off to the left or to the right, he still loved us. He even said, I'm still married to the backslider. And I remember in the scripture that he even told a man to go get his wife. She was laying around there prostitute with other men. He said, no, this ain't my wife. And the Lord said, go get your wife. She belongs to you. Why she belong to me? Because you knew what she was doing before you met her. And then you married her, so you don't get out of your obligation. Your job is to stay faithful to her as I have been faithful to you. So men, you gotta be careful who you marry. You gotta be careful who you give your seed to. You can't expect to take this child home and you met her in the street and she half naked with clothes all up everywhere around her, looking at her imprint and everything or whatever she got, and you gonna bring her home and then tell you gonna marry her, and then when she don't change her clothes, you wanna take her in there and beat her. No. You married her just like you found her. So why are you trying to change her? You should endorse all that stuff that you want her to do before you said I do. So you don't get a chance to get out of a marriage because she's half naked, half dressed, and don't want to do this, don't want to do that. Can't do that. So replacing a father figure, you are placing your children in danger. I wanna make that real clear. Can you replace a father? The question is no. You cannot replace a child's father. You know, often imitated, but never could be what? Duplicated. Often imitated, but never can be duplicated. It's like going and putting fake salt, fake sugar in your body. What you think it's gonna do to you? I'm interested in you knowing this. What do you think it's going to do to you? Fake food. It's going to kill you. It's putting chemicals in your body that's going to cause you to start having heart problems. It's going to start you to having liver problem, kidney problem. Why? Because you're putting fake things in something real. Why would you bring something that is a form of rather than accept the real deal of the Father? Why would you do such? Why would you do such? Why would you do such? Why would you? Why would you do it? Why would you do it? It's asinine. It's asinine to do so. And yeah, I grew up in the house with a father figure. He was a nice gentleman. But I grew up in the house with a no good mom. Because she was never a mother. She's never been a mother to me. She is the worst kind of woman that a man could ever have for a mom. She don't even deserve the title called mom. She is the worst of all. She is the worst. And I don't hate her. I just don't want nothing to do with her. I don't have anything. And thank God I met my father, my real father. And now I have a relationship with him and his wife. And we have a very good relationship because I was separated by her from him. Abused me. The name's Shirley, if you want to know who she is. Last name Johnson. She's a good liar. She's a game player, and she's a backbite. This is what she do, and she's always doing everything she can do to try to sabotage my life. She online right now watching it. So anything she can try to do to tear me down, you can't tear me down, you silly woman. You don't have nothing to offer me. You are dead, and you don't even realize it. You have no life for what you done to someone who could give you life. And I feel sorry for you. I really do. I feel sorry for you. You are a terrible individual. And you are just like these women who we are talking about online right now. You are the person I'm talking about because I experienced this from you. Separation of my father from you. You divided my dad and me. For what reason? Because you couldn't have your way. Because you couldn't do what you wanted to do. You are a terrible person. And I'm telling all of you young people who are watching this tonight, don't follow this same step this silly woman here you see posting or saying anything or whatever. Don't follow her. She a silly woman. She tore up everything she got. Everything she got. I don't even see how this man she married to is still hanging on to her. She beat him up. She fight him. She jumped on him. She abused me, beat me with stench cards and everything else she could. Even told me she tried to kill me several times while I was in her womb, and then tried to kill me even while I'm out on the ground. Burned my feet so bad and put me into the hospital, all because of domestic violence. This is why I don't do fighting. Now, if the girl hit me back in the day, a girl who hit me, yeah, I hit her back. But I didn't beat her. I didn't swing on her and do all that stuff. Nah. But this is what she do. She sit up and beat her husband. She done tore up our household. She done tore up everything she got. Every one time you look around, they done went from one house to another house, done lost that house, done lost. It just moving from one place to another. Don't you young girl follow that footstep? I didn't want to tell the man she don't need him. And then when he got ready to leave one time, I remember that she got ready to leave. She gonna tell me you gonna pay child support for all these kids because you had no business signing their first thing. Trick the man into changing our last name to Johnson. So if he did leave, he would have had to pay child support on all three plus the two that he gave her. Now, my oldest brother on her side, oldest sibling, and my sibling that's underneath me, all three of us got three different dads. Now, the last two got the same father. This is what she do. See, she can't keep nothing together. She tear up everything she got. She is the worst. She bald head. She cut her hair out, put wigs on. Don't you young folk do nothing like that? Don't you young folk do nothing like that. At the end, the last girl that I broke up with, that we wasn't together, she went over there to talk with them. She turned around. Now, I'm telling y'all all this tonight for a reason. I'm getting ready to do an open story on, but we was talking about, can you replace a father? And the answer to it, no. She turned around and hooked this girl up with a friend of theirs that she knew that me and this child was still married. Now, what kind of person do something like that? That's not even a mother. She ain't even worth the mom, baby. Don't you young girls do this. I'm telling you, there are men out here that have abused men like me, and we are successful. He tried to kill me several times. He even told me we're gonna put an insurance policy on you. You're gonna be dead anyway. I ain't dead yet, I ain't died yet, and my pocket study getting richer and wealthier, and I'm on TV now, on my own television station. You're a waste of time, lady. You still trying to figure out where you gonna pay your house knowing your next meal coming from. We got somebody at my house that's keeping the house clean and cook and ask me, what do you want to eat today? And cook and clean for me, and I pay this person. Go somewhere, lady. You are worthless. You're not even worth my time. I want a relationship with you. I want you to hear this online in front of everybody. And I'm sorry that y'all need to hear this, but I'm not sorry because you need to hear this. I don't ever want to meet a person like the woman that gave me birth. It is the worst. No one of these young girls is messed up. They messed up because of women like her. I wish my grandmother was still alive right now. I wish my grandmother was still alive right now. That lady took care of me, tried to take me from her and everything. She didn't want her. She'd rather keep me so she can abuse me. Oh, but the day of reckoning is coming for you. The same one you abused, lady, it's going to be the same one. You're going to drop to your knees and see him. And you're going to need that person help. And boy, you better pray God tell me to have mercy on your soul. You better pray. So, ladies, don't get yourself involved with nothing like a clown like this woman is. Her name is Shirley. Her last name is Johnson. And I am not defaming. I am telling what happened in a home. And I'm going to come back and put the truth on the table with facts. And I'm going to do an open broadcast on this here, on my life. What happened to me while I was growing up and what she did do to me. Yes. You young ladies, don't be like that. You got a father that loved that kid, and if you don't want to be that kid, like talk to him. Y'all ain't got to be together, but talk to him and be together with him so he can raise a kid. So he can raise a kid. Well, he can raise a kid. His kid. Give him the right. Don't try to put him on child support for $1 like this broke woman here did. So pitiful. We used to have Christmas when we were coming up, the most horrible Christmas ever. She'll go to the store, go out there and shake a bell or Salvation Army for Christmas, and then we go to school the next week, 2 weeks out to come back home, all the Christmas presents gone. Gone back to the store. This happened for years, folks. Years and years and years and years and years, folks. And years and years. Do y'all hear me? Worst folks, worst house you can ever deal with. Worst house you can ever deal with. So I don't fool with them. I don't fool with them at all. Don't care for them. Don't want nothing to do with none of them. And I told somebody a couple of days ago, and that is this. I don't want no parts of them. Fine, man. Fine. I'm not putting up with nobody foolishness. I don't care who you are, where you come from, who you be, the whole I don't care what you do. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care nothing about them people over there. Don't call me. I don't care if death come in the family. Don't call me because I done shook the dust from my feet and I done left you be wherever you at. That's your problem and that's mine. Now, if you notice, They on the show. I'm not calling them. I didn't invite them. They came on here. See, this is what they do. They ain't got nothing to do. They full of the devil. This is what the devil will do. He'll come to steal, kill, and destroy. So I'm coming back to y'all with the truth of this matter, and we're going to deal with this on a bigger scale than you can ever imagine, because I'm going to expose y'all to who I am and how I got to where I am. I ain't always, I was sleeping on the street since I was age 12, baby. I was on the street sleeping on the age 12. Denied access to my real father. This 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 demon here, this devil right here, this demon right here, baby. Oh no. I want to tell y'all, don't y'all get hung up with no woman like that. You young man that got mothers like this here, call me. You call me. That's what I want you to do. I want you to call me and we'll talk about it. I'm gonna help y'all beat that situation. Because I beat it. I learned how to beat it all the way around and I sleep good at night. I don't have no worries. I don't care what happened. That ain't none of my problem. Thanksgiving, Christmas coming, I have a good time because God done gave me a family. He done put a family around me with sisters and a dad and a mother that loves me and want me a part of their life, and they want me in their life. They want me in their life. This is what they do. They want me in their life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy. I am so happy. I am happy to be a part of my real bloodline father. Ladies, give your children the opportunity to be around their real family, their real father. Give them the opportunity. Don't rob them of that. Don't rob them of that. I'll tell them the truth. I believe in telling the truth. Give them the relationship to their father. Don't rob them. I learned so much from my family with this situation that at first they were telling me one of my uncles could have been my father. She was laying up sleeping with one of my uncles, from what I understood. That I could possibly be one of the one that raped her. Now, I don't know if he raped her. I don't know if that's the truth or false or whatever, but it's true from what I've been told by family members. And they've always told me that if I wanted to talk about it, they would they'll tell the truth. They say what happened, how it happened, where it happened at. So this is kind of mess that I ain't deal with. So when I'm sitting up here talking about fathers, I'm not just sitting on this stage, television station, talking out of the side of my neck. I'm offering the truth to each and every last one of you. I'm offering truth to each and every last one of you. Don't let nobody have your relationship with you young girl. Don't let your mother destroy your relationship with your children father. She miserable, she bitter, and she angry, and she done settled with the man she with. And now she ain't, Lord have mercy. I can expose so much right here. Adultery, I can really go off into, down, yeah, down here. Yeah, I could, when I come back and bring all this up. Done slept with my sister, brother, husband, Terry. Done sit up here, we're coming down here in Houston, meeting up with Milton, laying up with him. Boy, I know so much stuff. You really don't want me to, yeah, we going there. You want to come on here and talk, I'm going to give you the opportunity to join the show. So when I do the live show, so you can embarrass yourself. Because I'm put facts on you. I'm putting it all in front of everything. What you did to me, how you did it. I'm going to LSU hospital. I'm getting the medical records. I'm going to have all that stuff posted online to show exactly what you did. And I ain't really got to do too much because all them people down there in Shreveport know what you did and what you'd have done. We can go to Evelyn Updike, Rupert Periscope Nelson. We go to all them different pastors in that city. They know what you did to me, and they know how no good you was to me. And they told me, get away from 'em. Son, you gonna do better without her. Get away from her. Don't go back around her. Stay away from her. Even my own family members told me, y'all, don't go back around. And I'm saying to you, young man, that continue to get hurt, you young lady that keep on getting hurt by your parent that don't want to respect your life, abuse you, the best way to do is cut that person off. Use scissors, baby. Use scissors and cut that person out of your life. Don't even allow them to come around. See, she can't come around. So this is her next move now. This demon want to come here on television and mess with me. This is what a demon does. It don't know how to leave you alone. It wants you to suffer. This demon wants you to mess up. This demon wants to bother you. It just won't leave you alone. But baby, cut it off. Cut that demon off. Cut that demon off. Don't have nothing to do with that demon. Man, this demon ain't got nothing to talk about. Nothing. I don't call your phone. I don't bother you. I don't care less if you die, lady. Please don't ever contact me, call, bother. Leave material alone. But see, I can't tell them what to do because they grown now. They do their own relationship with you. That's whatever they do. See, they grown. I remember the time you slapped my daughter. You almost died then. You But you got dealt with, and you remember that incident right there on Darien Street. So y'all get away from people like that. Get away from don't go nowhere near that savage because that's a demon. That ain't your mother. That's a demon. Only a demon will come and keep tormenting. They can't see you personally, so they'll try to reach out in different areas to try to get your attention. Baby, you got my attention tonight, but I'm laughing at you because you pitiful. You ain't got nothing better to do. Go tend to your husband. Oh man, you just don't wore him down. He don't know which way he going. The pastor in the church, you messed him up. He can't even pastor church now. Poor soul. And I blame you. I blame you because you should have never been weak to her. You're a very passionate man. Charles, you're a very soft, gentle man. You're a very good man. I don't know why in the world. I told you when I was 12, 13 years old, I told you. I don't even know why you still married to her. You should have got up and left there. When that other lady wanted you and y'all was separated, getting a divorce, and that woman wanted you to be with her, you should have married that other woman. Her name's Sister Johnson. Even Uncle Tyler and Aunt Velma told you to get away from her. Oh, Aunt and Uncle told her to get away from you. You to get away from her. You still stayed there. Man, you brought that on yourself. You brought that on yourself. Because you was a good man. And I have to say that I realize that you have some concerns. I remember me and you had a long good talk over there at that fish market. If you remember, you online. My time is drawing down. I got 3 minutes left. You remember we talked over there at that fish market, and I told you something. I want you to know right here on live television, I'm still holding to that promise. But I ain't giving you a dime until that demon is gone away from you. I promise you, you'll live and you'll be in good hands, good profits, good money. Good money. I wish that she was out of your way. I'll have you on the television to even teach the word because you're so powerful. You're so powerful. The stuff that you taught me growing up, although during the adversity, it's still in me. And I think about it. I talk to my dad about it all the time. And he said, that was a good man. He said, that's a good man. He said, that's a good man. I prayed that somebody come along and be a good man to you. Be a good man since I couldn't be in your life. She wouldn't let me be in your life, ran me out, threatened me with child support and all kind of stuff. He said, I didn't have time for that, and I wasn't leaving my woman to be with her. He told me everything. My father told me everything. Children, don't let these children grow up and get the truth from their father. And this is why the children is starting to hate their mother because of lies and scams. Go down there and change my last name. My last name ain't no Johnson. And the only reason why I only reason why I still got his name because I respect him. I uses his name. When I went to court, they said, you want to change your last name, sir, over to Thomas, your father's name? I say it will be a disrespect to that man because that man died. So I'm going to take Johnson and Thomas. Let's put both of them on my name. And they did because I have that much respect for him. Man, I pray you get away from all that, all of it. I pray you get away from that, man. I pray that your health return. I pray. I pray that it. I pray because different one of the family members called me from round out and tell me your health has been declining. And I pray that your health, that the Lord will give you your good days, your latter days strength as in your younger former days because you're a good man. You are a good man. And I don't have no hard feelings against you. None whatsoever. None. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for taking the time out to watch this show tonight. This interruption came, and I needed to deal with my directors and teams and different ones have told me that I need to speak out concerning these issues through a live feed and all of that, and I have not. And tonight, while speaking with you about replacing the father, this demon shows up and confirm what my team has said for me to do. So you can be sure between here and next week, I'm going to do a live show on my history as a kid growing up. You're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. You're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. And I'm going to detail you. I'm going to detail you on this. I'm going to detail you and I'm going to give you facts all the way across the bridge. Because some of y'all look and say, oh, he got money, he driving his Bentleys, he's got this house, he got this, he got this. This man got it going on. But you don't know what I had to go through to get where I'm at. You don't know. You have no idea. Some of y'all think it's peaches and plums. You don't know. You don't know. And hopefully I'm gonna have a couple pastors from right there in Shreveport to come on live with me and talk with me, and they're gonna be able to give a lot of input of my history, and how I became my first huge check for playing for New Testament United Pentecostal Church. They gave me my first large check, and this lady tried to rob me and then rob me because I didn't have no ID to cash a check. She went and cashed a check and kept my money and was keeping it for 2 or 3 weeks straight until Bishop George Jerry Coleman got involved in it and made her give me my money back. I'm telling you, people, you sitting there, you looking at a man that you think that just came, but you don't have no idea the hell I've been through. You have no clue. So I'm coming back to you guys and bring this show back. But I hope you enjoyed the show. You can write to my P.O. Box 2263, A-Leaf, Texas, 77411. You can write to my P.O. Box or call the studio 281 270 7311. You can call the studio and talk with me personally. I'm here to pray with you and tell you how you need to get out, how you can get out of that relationship with people who have broken you, shattered you, and caused you all kind of grief. I want you to call me. I'm going to help you get out of it. I want you to help. I want to help you get out of it. See, I didn't have no problem. I went to Purdue and got a degree in psych, but I had to learn that I need to lay on the sofa, the chase, and talk about me. And I never did that. So now So now I learned how to do it, and now I'm able to be free, not to be free to hurt, to tear someone down, but to put the truth on the table, not to be use this against a person and to make them live under a crutch for what they done to me. But I forgive this person for me so I can live and be happy. And I am more happy than I ever been in my entire life. Preaching the gospel, crippled. Folks came from all over the different areas, all over the country. I preached all over the different country, and I preached the gospel. And people come hear me and get delivered. But I was standing in the pulpit preaching, broken, handicapped, cold iron, angry with God and angry with myself. So I made up my mind. I'm not going to let God give me the gift to preach to save others and lose my own self, if that makes sense to you. I got me back now, and I'm happy with me. I'm happy with me. 3 strokes and a heart attack. I'm living and still living. Thank God got me. They go to the doctor and they look at the records of the bloodline and they say everything is like it's been reversed. It's like it never happened. Do I sound like a person that had a twisted mouth with a stroke? Do I sound like a person that was almost dead with heart attacks, clogged up arteries in the heart and clogged up arteries in the brain? Do I look like that? No, because I learned to give it to God, 1, and 2, purge myself of other people's problems and situations. Cut them off. Let them sit in their own misery. See, that person is miserable and they want you to be miserable. Don't you let them. 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 And my team right now, when we get offline, they through. They're not going to even be able to get on the television, nor on my page anymore. They already looking at everything and looking at me saying, are you ready for us to block them? My answer to it is no. No, I want them to see. Now, preparing a table in the presence of my enemy. You'll get to see me, but my table is fat as a calf on, and I'm eating good. Look at me. Let me stand up. Let me stand up. Do I look like I missed a meal? No, baby. I look good, baby. I'm taking care of me. And I want y'all to do the same thing. That's my time. I'm over by 7 minutes. But y'all be blessed and love one another. Don't let nobody ruin your love. Love each other. Again, all copyrights belong to EEFI Television Network Broadcasting. And we look to see you next Tuesday, same time, the Unmasked Men's Roundtable.
Men's Roundtable Talk thanks you for joining this broadcast. We hope you have enjoyed today's broadcast. You can write Men's Roundtable Talk at EEFI Networks at gmail.com or 832-391-0157. We look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, take care of each other.